No one has missed Shiba Inu. SHIB has gone 10,000x since the beginning of the year. And wherever you look, you see that dog. But what will be the next SHIB? The next Shiba Inu? Who is the baby just born? Opening shop today. Getting ready to run. Hey SHIB, can you take some of my conference call? I'm trying to make a movie here. Thank you. Actually, I'm trying to find his replacement. I made a video on Dogecoin in February. So, is the pump over? There is actually nothing in the chart that indicates that the pump is over. Almost no one watched that video. It's still funny and useful, I'll link it below. That was from 10th of February around here. Then on April 9th I said this. Dogecoin actually looks good here. I was skeptical. I thought when this parabola broke, it's gonna back up. It didn't. Instead, we're getting an upwards sloping triangle here. So if you're into Dogecoin, for example, if you're Elon Musk, this looks actually pretty good. Not many of you watched that video either. And Dogecoin then went another 10x from there. But I did not ride Shiba Inu. I missed it. Then I saw this guy posting a video saying, I just became a SHIB millionaire. And I thought, wow, even he got it. But then I watched the video and it turns out he had bought 1 million SHIB tokens worth $100. So if any of you complain about clickbait titles, understand that this is what I'm up against. Then I felt a little better. But the NFT and meme coin momentum is a bit of a new world order. Crypto then. We solved the Byzantine generals problem and created a global decentralized currency. Crypto now, coin has dog. The governments went after ICOs and they're going after DeFi and stablecoins, which have some utility. But somehow they haven't touched meme coins yet. I guess they just don't understand it really. If this happened once with Dogecoin going 400x, it can be a fluke. But now it happened twice. Shiba Inu and Dogecoin have over $35 billion in market cap each. That's a lot of money. It's an abstract number, but $35 million is $1,000 to 35 million people. Or it's $1 million to 35,000 people. This is a big number. And because of that, I can guarantee you that there will be 1,000 coins that will make a serious attempt to replicate it. So, what did they do right? Why did Shiba Inu work out? Well, it was a very successful marketing campaign. They got celebrity attention. In essence, it's a skillfully executed pump campaign that worked. They also played all the tricks in the book that works on amateur investors. Price. You can buy millions of them. Look how cheap it is. It's just a fraction of a cent. Compare with how much Polkadot or Solana cost. $200. Oh, that's very expensive. XRP played the same trick back in their day. Look, it costs only $1. That's also cheap, right? Sometimes I find myself overestimating the public. I'm thinking, no way this is going to work. But then it does. So I think one learning for myself here is to not resist what seems maybe a little dumb to me, but rather look at what plays out on the market. That's maybe the best advice I've ever gotten for Bitcoin. Don't try to figure out what it's worth. It's far more successful to just focus on the behaviors of the buyers and the sellers. The same is true here. Let's focus on the behavior of the buyers and the sellers of these meme coins. And how do we do that again? Well, there is a precise answer to that question. And we'll get to that in a minute. But first, how do we even sort through the tens of thousands of meme tokens? Should you look at the price, like this one seems expensive and this one seems really cheap and this one seems even cheaper? No, you shall not. Should you look at the market cap and the growth potential from there? Yes, perhaps better. That's why the site that became the #1 resource in crypto is called CoinMarketCap and not CoinMarketPrice. But there are a few problems with that as well. What is market cap to begin with? Well, it's just the last traded price times the circulating supply. And if you control the supply and just release a small portion of it on the market and then artificially buy that one up, you can manipulate the market cap to a really high number without really having much any liquidity at all to match. Also, some market cap numbers are not reported on these sites, and then they get a rank at the very bottom. I think to assess momentum, an even better tool than market cap is the volume. If you click here, You get them sorted by 24-hour volume. And then you can really see where the momentum is. Where is the actual trading activity? This one seems to have a lot of interest for some reason. Now that is true if the volume is reliable, if it comes from a reputable source. This one, for example, is rated as not reliable, so that volume is probably not correct. I have my doubts about this one also, but PancakeSwap and Uniswap are reasonably reliable, for example. You can also look at the trending page. That is cryptocurrencies that people are searching for on CoinMarketCap. And then once again, you can sort by volume. Of course, now you don't only get meme coins, but if we, for example, search for Inu here, you can see that there's quite a number of them. Before we get into the list, I want to share 3 tips with you. Number 1, the following video sums up the entire crypto market in 16 seconds.
The market cap is $2.168 trillion. And now the market, oh, it went to 0.
Guys, most of these coins are going to either rug if the founder decides to sell all at once, or they are going to slowly die if the founders decide to sell slowly. Regardless, most of them will die. Being a meme coin hodler isn't a great strategy. How do I know that? Because we have the history from Doge. And then there wasn't even any founders to dump. And number 2, there will be a supply overload in number of coins. In the beginning, you could buy almost any meme coin and it would go up. But eventually, there come so many new meme coins competing for the same market that almost none of them succeeds. And the odds of finding the one that does work out becomes too small. Making new meme coins takes almost 0 effort, but executing a successful global marketing campaign does. Number 3, if you're going to buy anything, at least buy the coin you intend to buy, and not another one with the same name or almost the same by mistake. So one way to do that is to first find the correct coin you're looking for on CoinMarketCap, and then click here to add to MetaMask. Add token. Then at least you will see the right token here. And then copy the address from here, copy address, and if you're on PancakeSwap, you can paste the address here, and you're sure to import the right token. I said before that the only way to play this game is to focus on the behaviors of the buyers and the sellers. But how do you do that then? Well, that is precisely what technical analysis is. Exactly. TA is trying to uncover what the buyers and sellers actually do on the market, rather than what they say. So let's check the TA of a couple of the popular meme tokens. Let's start with Doge. This pattern that I showed in February and April was pretty clear. Now it's more of a symmetrical triangle that has also gone a little bit too far into the apex of the triangle. That makes it less reliable. So this could really break out in either direction from here. If I were to trade this, I would wait for the breakout and then take action. Shiba Inu is potentially more interesting. If we back up a little bit in the history, on the most recent move, Larsen line flipped gold around here at about 1k sats. Now we're at about 7k sats. But if we look at where we are exactly right now, this is actually an interesting pattern. This is a clear consolidation here. This is a clear bull pennant. And the strong upside breakout would definitely indicate further continuation with the trend being up in this way. Doge Elon had a similar pattern, but today it looks like it's breaking in the downwards direction. Fluke is definitely one of the tokens with most momentum at this point. And I think by now you can see that most of these charts look almost the same. This is also a clear pennant. An upside breakout here would be very constructive. At some of these coins, they just don't have a good feed into TradingView and then they can't be charted here. Then you have to go back to CoinMarketCap and try to do some manual charting from here. This, for example, looks like a double top that confirmed here does not look so great. On Baby Dogecoin, actually the only working feed I found in TradingView was against Tron, and I'm actually not sure this is correct. If we instead look at CoinMarketCap, we can see that it looks pretty similar to the other coins, some sort of bull pennant possibility here, but it would need a breakout to confirm. Kishu Inu, if this was a bull pennant, it is breaking in the downwards direction. Akita Inu, Larsen line flipped gold here, it is still gold at this point, and this could develop into a flag. That can be a bullish pattern as well, but it needs to break out in the right direction to confirm. And there are also pairs like this, which is very interesting. Akita Inu versus Shiba Inu. Then you can see the relative strength of each one. For example, here, there is no strength. It's weak. Larsen line is blue. Trend is down. And then we get more of these, which have no feed. No feed. This one didn't have a feed before, but now it has a feed, but there's not enough really to form any reasonable conclusion. But this one, for example, Doge Killer versus Wrapped ETH. Here we have a good chart feed, and you can see it worked beautifully. Down here was a pennant, the Larsen line was gold, it broke up on the upside, and you saw what an enormous move it did after that. And right now, this is a cup and handle formation, and it just broke out. And Larsen line flipped from blue to gold. That's excellent TA. I know nothing about this token apart from the chart, just to be clear. So one method to approach the MEMECOIN domain could be this. Number 1, find a handful of projects that actually have momentum, who succeed in their marketing. Number 2, trade it with a TA-only approach, detach logic. No one would have made a fundamental analysis that landed Doge and SHIB at $75 billion together. Forget about what it's worth and just trade the trend. For me, that means my usual Larsen line indicator and process. That's what I use. If there is a better process and toolset, I'll be happy to switch. But for years now, this has worked extremely well for me. You can get it too, link in the description. But if you don't like it, find some other tool then. But you do need a process. If you just go with your gut, you will end up buying at the top when the euphoria is at its peak. It's not a good process. And everyone who says that TA doesn't work on these assets, they are wrong. It works better on these kinds of assets because this is literally only TA. Only behaviors of the buyers and the sellers, no external fundamentals. It can be a little hard to analyze because the data feed is worse, as you saw, but it's possible to approximate and work around. I won't sit here and recommend anyone to buy a specific meme coin because the risk is enormous.
Oh! Ow! It went to zero!
But gun to my head, actually several of those I showed are in a good spot TA-wise. I can't deny that. Watch this video next and I'll see you there. I'm CTO Larsson, thank you, tack. Hej då!